Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Because, dude, I don't know. I don't know if you can hear me. I hope you can. Hi, hello. Welcome to this stream. I am speaking to you. I'm streaming to you. Yes. I'm broadcasting from Japan because I am currently in Tokyo and I'm gonna be here for a couple of days. But I brought my laptop. I brought my microphone. I might sound like a toaster because I don't know what the acoustics is here, and my microphone, like all of my settings are like all over the place. So yeah, as long as you guys can hear me, as long as you guys can, like, you know, kind of understand what I'm saying, even though I might sound like a toaster, but yeah, it's hisashiburi da na. Hisashiburi Nippon. It's been over a year. Like I think I was last time I traveled to Japan, like I came to Japan was last year, I believe. Also to visit my friends, and this time as well. So yeah, how goes Japan thus far? Well, I've been here for like a whole one day. Cause I arrived on Sunday, my time, and then I was here like all day yesterday, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. This is day 2, or day 2.5. I'm ready to get shocked and spooked at the same time with the disturbing backstories, and I can't wait to visit Japan one day. I mean, I hope you visit. Yeah, it's a pretty good place. It's a pretty fun place to visit. They have so many things to see, so many places to see. So I highly recommend. I'm just staying in Tokyo this time. I'm not like traveling anywhere because I'm mostly here to, you know, like just to visit my friends. Here is my fun fact. Did you know that a group of flamingos is called flamboyance? Is it? I mean, it's probably not, but you know, is it? Wait, is that? Wait, hold up. I need to check this. Is it really? Okay, before we begin, before we jump to the spooky videos and spooky stories behind them, please do remember to follow the rules of the stream. Don't give. Yes, I am creating new words. This is me. Don't give the moderators a hard time. Let them enjoy the stream too. Wait, is that it is? What the fuck? Is that true? Wait, a group of flamingos is called. It is flamboyance. What? Also, desert lightning. Hey, welcome back to the Even Angrier Mob. Thank you so much for joining the membership. Congratulations, everyone. You can post some glow sticks if you have some. It is. Wait. What the heck? It is called flamboyance. That's incredible. That is incredible. It's like a murder of crows, flamboyance of flamingos. This is like this. It matches so well that I cannot. A flamboyance of flamingos and a mob of emus, and what was it? Oh, a waddle of penguins, or a paddle. No, wait. What was it? Waddle or? Fuck, I forgot. What was that? Wait, waddle when they are on the ground, but then on the, you know, when they're like on the ground, but then when they're in the water. What is it? Like a school of... No, not a school of fish. Cool. Oh, a business of ferret. Not ferrets. Was it ferret or I think it was like ferrets or otters. No, a business of otters. I think it was pretty good. Okay. So, hi. Listen, if I sound tired, that's because I am tired. Not because of the flight, not because of whatever, like yesterday, like the day. Oh, I wasn't like, well, I mean, I was out and about yesterday, but it's not because of that. Get this. I'm sleeping. I'm just like, you know, it's 2 a.m. It's 2:36 a.m. At my Airbnb. I am asleep as everyone would be, right? And then the fire alarm starts blasting the whole building. I thought something was, I mean, I was hoping nothing is happening. So obviously the fire alarm is starting, like it starts to blast 2:36 a.m. I'm like, well, it's 2:36. I have every right to leave my bed. It's not 3. It's not ghosting hour. It's not witching hour. I'm not gonna be eaten by Yurei, so it's okay to leave my bed and check what's happening and possibly escape a fire. Yeah, it starts blasting, wakes up the whole building. Everyone is kind of, I can hear people in the hallway, in the corridor, like the lobby, just kind of, well, I mean, not the lobby, you know, I can hear people walking down because it's not a big building. But, you know, I can hear I can hear people walking around and I'm like, oh shit, is something serious actually happening? Is there a fire? Do I have to evacuate? So I go out to the, you know, to the lobby, like downstairs to the lobby. And yeah, there are people like standing around. There's the building manager also like on the phone, probably with the police, the fire department. I don't know what's happening. The fire alarm is blasting. I'm like in my PJ, one eye closed, the other one open. One eye is like just shut, like closed because it's like sticky. I don't know. I poop in my eyes. Yeah, I am not processing things well yet. I'm not processing information correctly, but you know, I'm seeing this, and then yeah, like a police officer arrives, and they're fixing it. Like a police officer or fire. I don't remember. I mean, he looked like a police officer. Honestly, I don't remember. I just, you know, it was a blur. But in the end, it was okay. It was like just false alarm. For some reason, it triggered For some reason, something triggered the fire alarm in the building, the whole building. It's crazy. Yeah, I poop. Stuck in PJs again. Yeah, like I was, yeah, crust. I just call it I poop. But yeah, I was just, yeah, like it was a false alarm. So like everyone went to bed, you know, went back to the rooms, went back to bed, and it was fine. But holy shit. I was just like, I knew it. I knew something was gonna happen, and I hope it was just a malfunction. It's not like, because honestly, then later my heart was just racing because intrusive thoughts. I started thinking, hey, what if it wasn't a malfunction? What if, like, you know, I don't know, maybe there was like some kind of gas leak or something, and for some reason the fire alarm detected it, and it was just, and the building's gonna explode. It's great. It's been a good, you know, it was a good run. It's been good. So yeah, Sona's out. But you know, my sixth sense, my spidey senses are on. I don't know. I just, yeah. Damn. But yeah, it's you know, it's been a few days. Hi. I missed you guys. How are you doing? I'm alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive and kicking. I'm in Japan. I will be here for a while. I'm gonna be streaming. As I said, like there's gonna be a couple of streams. It's not like I'm gonna stop streaming. I brought my setup, as you know, wonky as it may be. I will try my best to stream as often as I can. And where else? Well, if you're new here, hi, I'm FEARSONA. Hi. What have you gotten yourselves into? But yeah, just so you know, like the moment you stepped into this stream and played this stream, you are locked in. It's locked in. There's no way out. So you have to stay. But hi, I'm FEARSONA. You can call me Sona, and I'm your friendly neighborhood true crime VTuber, here to give you full body chills and myself some, I don't know, eye poop and sleepless nights because fire alarms everywhere. Spidey senses tingling of a false fire alarm probably was the Green Goblin. Listen, my Spidey senses are a little bit rusty, just as my Japanese is. I was trying to... Hey, okay, listen. Even if my Japanese is rusty as fuck and I sound like, I don't know, I'm having a seizure, when I speak Japanese, I managed to communicate yesterday, so I consider that a success. True, I'm stuck here until the stream is over. See, Joshua, you're stuck. Just like everyone else. We're on the same boat. In the same boat? I guess in the same boat. I will ban you if you leave. Hey! Wait, what even is this music from the stream intro thing? Never heard before. Oh, from the starting screen? Well, this is FEARSONA original. As in, I commissioned. This is a custom music for my channel. So it is the FEARSONA channel theme. It's not like a generic music that you can get anywhere. This was commissioned and from a very, very talented artist. You can probably find, I think I put their link in the description. I'm pretty sure I put their link in the description, but who knows? Maybe I changed it. Maybe, again, eye poop just prevented me from putting anything in the description. One of a kind, just like I am. You will not find another one like me. One is enough for this world. Okay, you guys. So what's gonna happen this week? I don't really have a schedule for this week, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have like 3-ish, 4-ish streams. Definitely one on Patreon, which, by the way, we had a stream on Patreon on wait, was it Friday? Collab. It was Friday, right? Like Friday night Pacific time. And we did, like, I did have another stream just like this. So we discussed 3 videos with disturbing backstories. It was spooky. There were a lot of what in the world is happening moments. And definitely, you know, some information, like shocking information, because some of the viewers, my Patreon members, they didn't know some of those cases or some of the videos. Some of them were like viral, because one of them was definitely a viral video that you guys probably have seen before. It was called the Whistler, and yeah, pretty spooky story. I just kind of discussed the whole like backstory behind this video. You might have seen it. It was like this very viral Reddit post at first, and then the video, and it just garnered, I don't know, millions of views on YouTube. Okay, I couldn't make it. I was working a double. Oh no, but I understand, Dorothy. No worries. Don't worry about it. I completely understand. I hope you got to, you know, rewatch the stream and find out about these cases and the videos. Okay, you guys. So, never heard of it? Well, I mean, if you typed in the Whistler on YouTube, you're probably gonna get it, because it was a pretty scary story. I think like it was covered by a lot of channels too. So Perfect Death, hi, and Darren Root, and Jose, and Kronos, thank you so much, and Eric, thank you so much for modding. But yeah, The Meaning Rope, hello, and Jamie, hi, and Fabian, hello. Why did I extend it like that? Who knows? Might be the Japanese onigiris that are, I don't know, making me extend my words. Fluffy Pink Chaos, I love your username. Hi, and Undead Rabbit, hello. What is a FEARSONA? This is a truly philosophical question. FEARSONA is order, FEARSONA is chaos, FEARSONA is a little bit of chaos in order, and a little bit of order and chaos. FEARSONA is a perfect balance of spook, of laughs, of scuff, of everything. Me and Eric are still trapped in the basement. I mean, you're welcome. You're welcome. Nice. Remember to read the rules, newcomers. Yeah, exactly. Read the rules. Okay, let's kick this off. You know what? FEARSONA is a mix with matcha latte. Oh yeah, and a pinch of matcha latte. Pinch of matcha, because matcha is a powder, but matcha latte. I guess a spoonful. I don't know. A cupful of matcha. Who knows? Kronos, blink twice if you need help. Shh. Ketsuya. How are you gonna help them? You're in that basement too. Okay. Okay, you guys. Just so you know, I apologize for any scuff that is about to happen because it's gonna happen. I do have my laptop with me, my separate kind of screen, like small screen with me, but it's been a while for me to use this setup and I kind of messed up some settings, so like my screens are weirdly connected that I have to it's kind of hard to maneuver my mouse. I will try my best. I hope I set it up correctly. So today, okay, I'm gonna change my music. We can get to the spooky part. Okay. So today we have another 3 videos. Well, 3 stories. There's 4 videos, but there is 3 stories and 3 videos with truly disturbing backstories. You might have seen those videos somewhere, and maybe you heard of some of those cases. So we're gonna discuss them. Okay, so the first video, it happened in Los Angeles, and it was just after 11 p.m. on November 12th, 2019, in a quiet neighborhood of Limerick Park in LA, when the residents were awoken by this piercing cry for help from a woman that echoed through the street. And several people, disturbed by the sounds, came out to their porches to investigate the situation and see what was happening, and what they witnessed was nothing short of horrifying. A Ring doorbell camera installed on the front porch of one of the homes recorded the following footage. And if you don't handle disturbing content very well, I would advise you not to watch this. You've been warned. Here it is. So, as you can hear in this video and see in this video, the unidentified woman repeatedly screams for help. She's screaming, "Somebody help me, please help, somebody help me." And I don't know if you could catch this, but there's also this second voice, possibly male, which can be heard in the background repeating several times, "I'm sorry." And only a few seconds later, there's this white car that speeds down the street and by the house with the camera, which captures the scene. It is clear that the woman who was screaming for help seconds before is now inside of the vehicle and continues to cry for help. Police believe the dramatic recording shows the woman being kidnapped. Okay, so then Detective Megan Aguilar reported that police received a call regarding a woman's screams after 11 p.m. on Tuesday. However, upon their initial arrival at the scene, law enforcement did not discover any potential victims or suspects. The police could only obtain the doorbell footage, the Ring doorbell footage, the following day, and as soon as they got it, they released the chilling video to the public, which we just saw, hoping that it would encourage more witnesses to come forward and give the police any information. Investigators spoke to several witnesses, focusing especially on the ones seen in the footage, the person seen in the footage on their front porch, and other people that were seen kind of in the neighborhood coming out of their houses. So according to a statement from LAPD, witnesses observed a potential white 4-door Toyota Prius. Is that how you pronounce it? Prius, I guess. Prius occupied by 2 individuals, swiftly leaving the scene down a residential street, heading southbound on 3rd Avenue. One witness recalled seeing a black woman seated in the front passenger seat, presumably the victim, and there was the potential suspect in the driver's seat. Additionally, the witness noted that the woman's braided hair, or at least like that's what the witness identified. They said like, oh, it seemed like her hair was braided. It was being pulled backwards as she screamed. So I don't know if the driver was pulling it or if there was the third suspect in the backseat. Unfortunately, the window on the passenger side had been covered with plastic wrap, so none of the witnesses could really get a good look at the victim's face. The trunk of the car remained wide open as the car sped away. I don't know if you caught it in the video, but yeah, like the car is speeding away, but the trunk is like wide open. So yes, scuff. Authorities appealed to the public to reach out to the LAPD with any further details, any other information that anyone might have, remembered or caught, or any detail that they might have seen, regarding, like, in reference to this case. But unfortunately, they didn't get any legitimate information. It's crazy because this was 2019. That's 2019, and they had this video. This was, such a disturbing incident, and they had zero evidence. They didn't even, and they identified the model of the car, and it was a pretty, densely kind of populated neighborhood. No one else saw anything. What's very, very strange is that although there had been no one from Lamert Park who had gone missing, meaning that the woman was likely a visitor, maybe she was like from a different neighborhood and she was just, she was just there. She just happened to be there at the time. There actually had been several different reports of various women, also non-residents, going missing from that same area around the same time. So October, November of 2019. It's kind of, it's terrifying because it just so happens, and that several women went missing from the same area, and they weren't residents. They didn't live there. They just were visiting, or for various reasons they were there, and yeah, they just went missing. They got kidnapped. So none of those missing women have ever been linked to the white Toyota, and the woman from the Ring doorbell camera. So there's no evidence that these kidnappings were, or missing persons were linked in any way, or at least the police didn't have enough information to determine that they were linked in some way. And unfortunately, the woman's identity from that video and her whereabouts remain unknown to this day. The case is unsolved. Marshmallow Hero, yeah, you are right. Right. Oh my god, I am on top of my game today. I'm sorry. But you are late. Yes, a little bit, but it's okay. That's pretty odd. I know to be very careful when I'm going to places. I'm also going to have pepper spray and other weapons to protect me. I won't kill, just scare. Yeah, always be careful when you're going to a new area to, I don't know, like if you're visiting a new area, like you're visiting someone, or just you happen to pass by some area, and yeah, just always be on high alert in an unfamiliar environment. I don't know, like unfortunately this woman was never identified. She was never found. We don't know if this was some kind of elaborate prank, but it was too, I think it was too genuine. Like the scream was too genuine. Like people in the comments under this video when it was published, they were saying like, there's no way this is a prank. There's no way this is acting, because it's just, unless she just didn't know, it was like a surprise. I don't know. It was one of those stupid pranks and she didn't know, obviously. And she really thought she was being kidnapped. I have no idea. I hope, if that's the case, I hope she's safe. I hope everything's okay, and they just decided not to inform anyone that it was them because they didn't want to get into trouble. But yeah, like, would be, even though stupid prank, if this was a prank, stupid, very irresponsible prank, but at the same time, you know, this would be the best outcome. Okay. So, wait. In LA, you pretty much need to have a weapon on you at all times. That's kind of a scary thought. I mean, yeah, I would assume that it's, you know, in a bigger city, a city like that, like, yeah, that size and of that, like, dense population, then yeah. I would be on high alert, yeah. I would probably also, like, carry something. FEARSONA with a gun. No, wait. Dude, like, no one should ever give me a gun, because, like, I never should. I would just break my arms, like, if I tried to shoot someone. Because the recoil. I would break my twig arms and I would just go deaf, probably. This is why I want to live in Japan. The crime is non-existent. I mean, it's not non-existent, like anywhere, right? Like it happens here. You know, it happens. Crimes happen. I mean, some of the murders that I discussed, like there were some terrifying cases from Japan too. So it's not like it doesn't happen. It happens everywhere. But yeah, like maybe it's like relatively lower. The crime rate is lower than the US. But as I said, like everywhere, you should be on high alert. Well, maybe not high alert, but like, yeah, you should be careful anywhere you go. There's no crime in Japan. What do you mean? No, there is crime in Japan. There is crime in Japan. Like some of the cases were pretty terrifying. It's just like, yeah, like as I said, maybe just crime rate. There's a difference. But yeah, you know, I'm sure everyone knows. My small town isn't safe and I live up north. And small towns are like the topic of every true crime documentary, so I mean, fingers crossed your small town is safe, nothing ever happens there, but that's literally how every true crime documentary starts, so be safe, stay safe. Okay, the next video. So the next video, you might actually have heard of this case because it was highly publicized on social media, everywhere in the media. It was the case of Grace Millane, and it unfolded in New Zealand in late 2018. So Grace Millane was this 21-year-old British backpacker, and she went missing on December 1st, 2018, while she was on a solo trip in New Zealand. As days passed without any contact from Grace, her family grew increasingly worried, and a missing person investigation was launched by the New Zealand police. The case gained international attention, with many people following the developments closely through media coverage and social media platforms, especially after a video, CCTV footage emerged, and well, we're gonna watch it now. So this video is gonna be long. It's gonna be about 7 minutes long. So take a look. I'm gonna just talk about the case. So on December 7th, 2018, a week after she was last seen, police announced that they had found a body and in a bushland area just outside of Auckland, and the body was later confirmed to be that of Grace Millane. And then this is the video. Oh, that's the video. I have to play it again. So several days later, right, like after her disappearance, they found the body. They found her body, and then as they investigated, they find footage of her last moments, and this is that footage on December 1st, in the evening. She is seen with a man, and later it turns out that it was her Tinder date. She was on a date with this guy, Jesse Kempson, and they are seen in the like there was more footage before. They were kind of going to a restaurant, like they met up at a restaurant, at a coffee shop. Well, first at a coffee shop, I think. Then they went to a restaurant, then they went to a bar, and then they ended up in a hotel. So they go into a hotel, and it is believed that, you know, they engaged in consensual sexual activity. They are seen just, you know, checking into a hotel. They are together, right? this is the first part, right? They get on the elevator, everything is good. Oh, no. I can see you guys reacting. Never trust Tinder dates. So this is one of those cases, right? Like they get on the elevator, everything is okay. Right? This is the end of their date. And yeah. And then it's December 2nd too. December 2nd. And you can see, so the man Grace was last seen with was identified as 27-year-old Jesse Kempson, a New Zealand resident. Kempson was arrested and charged with Grace's murder. During the trial, which took place in November 2019, the prosecution presented evidence suggesting that Kempson had strangled Grace to death in his hotel room before transporting the body out of the hotel inside a suitcase, which we're gonna see. But in the meantime, as you can see, like they went to the hotel. That was December 1st. This is December 2nd video. So in this video, he is buying a suitcase. Mind you, he's alone, right? Like he left the hotel alone. No Grace inside. Sight. I can't pronounce shit. But yeah, so he is purchasing a suitcase and he's going back to the hotel. And then it is believed that he got that suitcase because he was going to transport Grace's body out of the hotel inside a suitcase. But I also think this is just the first suitcase. Later, he bought more suitcases. He came back. I don't have that video, but yeah, later he came back with more suitcases and more like duffel bags. And he came back to the hotel and he was kind of transporting her like piece by piece. And then he was, he would dispose of the body later in the bushland and in like parks and stuff. Okay, so here he comes back to the hotel. Right? He's still alone. The suitcase is like super light. You notice like, oh, the suitcase is like super light because it's a new suitcase, right? There's nothing inside. Just a normal suitcase. No problem. No problem rolling it into the elevator. No problem taking it anywhere. It's gonna change. On his way out, it's gonna be very different. And it's 9:30 p.m. December 2nd. Suddenly it's 2 suitcases on a cart. Got a cart to transport it out. And he actually, during the trial, Jesse Kempson argued that Grace's death was accidental and occurred during that consensual sexual activity that just went wrong. But obviously, like the prosecution presented evidence to contradict this claim, including this CCTV footage and other pieces of like other footage. I'm gonna show you another video, but this is where he transports the body outside, right, out of the hotel, and he just drives away. And then they also showed another footage where he is purchasing cleaning supplies. This is, I believe, on December 2nd in the morning, right? 8:32 a.m. So this is in the morning. The previous footage was like all night, the night after, right? December 2nd, 8 p.m. This is 8 a.m. So he is shown like going to a grocery store or supermarket and purchasing multiple cleaning supplies after Grace's death and searching online. He was also, like, the prosecution presented evidence that he was searching online for methods to dispose of a body. And that's nice of him, sure. And there are other videos. I think the whole video. There was like a whole compilation of videos. Everything is like 40 something, 50 something minutes long, and he is seen purchasing more suitcases and just bringing them. I actually, okay, never mind. I'm gonna, like, because I said that he might have been, well, I mean, the first 2 suitcases, yeah, he probably like just dismembered her and got her out of the hotel. But the other suitcase, the more suitcases, I think he returned to the hotel and wanted it to seem like, oh, he was staying there with stuff, with things. So he got like more suitcases with his stuff, with his like clothes, a change of clothes and everything. So yeah, he returns to the hotel with the cleaning supplies, and he goes to clean up his mess, essentially. So Jesse Kempson was found guilty of Grace's murder. The case obviously sparked huge outrage. Well, yes, about handling of this case, but also about the online dating safety and the vulnerability of women traveling alone, because Grace was traveling alone. She was backpacking, and out the way it did. So yeah, people were calling for greater awareness and prosecutions in similar cases. And I would say that Grace's death is just a reminder of dangers that can, you know, accompany solo travel and meeting strangers throughout online platforms. So you guys be careful out there. Gotta admire the fact that he had the guts to commit murder and then plead not guilty the next. This is why I don't believe in the justice system. Yeah, sometimes it's not, I mean, like everything, justice system has its flaws, which, I mean, yes, ideally, in an ideal world, it shouldn't, but it's also run out. Christ, I just kicked my, great, I hit my shin, great, ow. But yeah, you know, the justice system should be perfect, right, foolproof, but it's also run by, you know, people, and people are just humans. We make mistakes, yes. Well, we can hope that the mistake margin is not gonna be high anywhere, right, in the justice system. If that makes sense. You too, Sona, don't, what? Sorry, because don't want to hear that this happened to you, Jesus! I mean, no, it's okay, it's okay. I'm too paranoid. I don't meet people on Tinder apps. I don't meet people on Tinder. I don't have Tinder. I don't use Tinder. But listen, I don't even like I don't even like ordering my own coffee. So if I order 1 matcha latte a day, I'm like, that was a lot of human interaction. That's enough for today and for the next week. And yeah, that's I'm done. Like after I had ordered my coffee, I'm just like, I'm okay. I'm done. This is why I use Uber Eats so much. I'm not kidding. I would use, like, for coffee, I have, let me put it this way. There's at least 2 coffee shops. One is Dreamer's Coffee, one is Starbucks Coffee, in very close proximity to my apartment back in Taiwan. And I sometimes use Uber Eats to order my coffee because I don't want to interact with people. Because I feel like, oh my god, I'm gonna embarrass myself and like if I try to order my coffee in Chinese. So I don't want to. Sometimes I just wake up and I'm like, I want my matcha latte, but I don't want to purchase it. I don't want to talk to people. Nothing against people. I don't have anything against, you know, baristas, obviously, or, you know, employees at coffee shops. I appreciate them because they make my matcha latte, obviously, and they make them really well. And I love that matcha latte, but at the same time, it's a me problem. I'm just too awkward, and my social battery is very, very weak. But yeah, okay. So I saved the best for last, kind of. Well, kind of best for last, let's say. have you guys heard of the Putney Bridge jogger case? I'm gonna wait for you to reply. Have you ever heard of the Putney Bridge jogger case? Worst? Well, I mean, I think it's strange. Like this case, the last video and the last case is the weirdest. The weirdest of all of them, all of the ones that I just showed you. Well, I mean, the two. Oh boy, no. Okay. You're gonna be very confused by this one. You're gonna love this one, but also very, very confused. So this case is from 2017, and it gained widespread attention due to how shocking this incident was, and the subsequent search for the perpetrator, which failed, essentially. So the case revolves around an incident that occurred on Putney Bridge in London on May 5th, 2017. Okay, take a look at this video. Just look at the jogger. He passes by. Yep. So in the CCTV footage, you can see him running. A man can be seen jogging on Putney Bridge. And as he passes a man, you know, he's fine, he's still jogging. And then he passes a woman walking in the opposite direction. He pushes her. He shoves her into the path of an incoming bus. The bus, luckily, swerves to avoid him, to avoid hitting the woman, but she, like, narrowly escapes serious injury or death. The hell, dude? I know, right? Excuse me? Oh God. He tried to get, yeah. So the bus driver luckily swerved, and there was there was an, you know, incoming traffic. There were a lot of cars. This bus driver is a fucking John Wick of bus driving. But he swerved to avoid hitting this lady. And she, you know, again, narrowly escaped. If you see this, she narrowly escaped serious injury or death because she was almost ran over by a bus. And the jogger, on the other hand, like, he just continued running without stopping to help the woman, without a care. Thankfully, the woman didn't suffer any serious injuries. She just got some minor injuries, you know, scrapes and lacerations, but nothing too serious. The incident sparked absolute outrage and concern among the public because, you know, many people expressed shock at this completely unprovoked attack, because that's what it was. He was just running and suddenly he passed by one person and it's fine, and he passed by the, you know, he runs by the woman, and then he runs by the woman and just pushes her, right? I was gonna say, wait, I'm just looking at the chat. Yeah, glad the woman is okay. Yeah. Luckily, like, this was incredible luck and also incredible skill of the bus driver. The bus driver is the best. So the release of the CCTV footage led to a widespread search because, I mean, a manhunt for this guy. There were several cameras on that bridge, including the camera in the bus, inside of the bus. So the bus also captured this guy's, you know, like, profile. The Metropolitan Police appealed to the public for information to help identify and apprehend the suspect. So here is what baffled everyone. Despite extensive efforts by law enforcement and huge media coverage, with everyone posting about this guy, posting this guy's pictures and, you know, like the capture, like the screenshots from that video, from the CCTV videos, the identity of the jogger remained unknown for several months. Honestly, I mean, no one could wrap their heads around this. How does someone do something like this, you know, as despicable as this, in broad daylight, because it was middle of the day, you know, on a bridge that was, I mean, yeah, like, there were so many pedestrians, there was ongoing traffic in broad daylight, and he gets captured on multiple cameras on that very public bridge, and yet no one can identify this person. No one. How was that even possible? Like, to begin with, how was that even possible in this day and age in 2017? That's just a couple of years ago. Like, what, 2, 3, it's 7. 7 years ago. Do you feel old yet? No, just me? Lovely. This is great. I was going to say, like, oh, it's 2017. It was not so long ago. 7 years ago. Let that sink in. 7 years ago. We are getting old. We're getting there. Soon we're gonna be like, oh, my back hurts. So there was a big break after a couple of months. So a couple of months later, in August of 2017, a suspect was arrested in this case. The man arrested was identified as Eric Belquist, 41 at the time. He is an American investment banker living in London. He was living in London at the time. And look, this guy does not strike you as an attempted murderer. I know that you should never judge the book by its cover, but you know, there have been some really famous and successful people out there. You know, okay, to be fair, there have been some very successful people out there too who turned out to be a, you know, complete garbage of a human being. Sure, but like, you know, if you think about it, a successful investment banker, presumably very intelligent person, you know, decides to, out of the blue, essentially murder someone in the middle of the day for virtually no reason whatsoever. It's an incredibly stupid decision for someone who, you know, you can assume is an intelligent person with this kind of job, or it's an incredibly desperate decision. So Belquist was charged, like he was arrested, he was charged, and he denied any involvement in the incident, stating that he was out of the country at the time of the attack. He claimed to have a solid alibi, supported by evidence. He said he couldn't have committed the crime because he was in the US at the time of the incident on the bridge. And it was true. It was true. He was actually in the States. The paper trail, the records show that he was in the States. His defense presented all the evidence. So the case garnered significant media attention as it unfolded because it was just so mind-boggling, with many speculating about the motive behind the jogger's actions. So again, like, oh, they got this guy, but that's not him. He doesn't have a twin. He doesn't, I mean, as far as we know, he does not have a twin, unless maybe he doesn't know that he has a twin. You know, there's been those cases of people not knowing that they were adopted, or knowing that they were adopted, but then not knowing that, oh, they actually had a twin. Who knows? So some theories suggested that the jogger may have been, you know, mentally ill, or maybe under the influence of drugs or alcohol at the time of the incident, because that's possible. You know, like that was the first go-to theory. Like, hey, maybe this guy was just on something and he, I don't know, like he didn't have control over what he was doing. Might have been. Others believed that the jogger had some underlying hatred for women, considering the fact that he didn't just push a random passerby. Like, if you look closely, he runs past a man and doesn't do anything to him, right? He just runs past. But the moment the woman walks by, he pushes the woman who is just walking behind the previous guy for no reason. He just chose her. She was his target. So yeah, like, some people believe that either she was, like, specifically, this was the person who was the target, or he had some underlying hatred for women and he just wanted to hurt a woman. In February 2018, the police announced that they had dropped the charges against Eric Belquist after further investigation and review of the evidence. So they confirmed that he was in the United States at the time of the incident, so he couldn't have committed it. And also the police, this is also the what the fuck part. So they stated, the Metropolitan Police stated that they were no longer seeking anyone in connection with the incident, which left the case unresolved. And for some reason, no one picked it back up. Like no one ever investigated more the CCTV. They just left it unsolved. I mean, yes, the woman was fine. Nothing happened to her, but what the fuck? I would be pissed. I would be absolutely, I would be like just angry, outraged. Like if this happened to me, I'd be like, yeah, absolutely. I want this person to be put in front of the judge, and you know, because they attempted a murder. So despite the arrest and subsequent release of a suspect, the motive behind the jogger's actions and the identity of this guy remain unsolved, unknown, leaving so many questions about what truly happened on Putney Bridge that day. It's kind of crazy. It's insane because it was, again, middle of the day with so many people around, so many cameras on that bridge, you know, entering the bridge, on the bridge. There's exiting the bridge. There were cars with dash cams. This was not like 1990s where it's like, oh, dash cams were maybe not a thing yet. That was 2018? 2017? Sorry, 2017. I'm trying to make it closer so that saying that, hey, it was just a few years ago, doesn't feel like it was 7 years ago. But yeah, you know, like 2017, everyone had a dash cam. Like how did no one film this? Like and also cars have dash cams. Like nowadays it's like, oh, front and back. So what the frick is going on? My guess is that he must have gotten an out-of-court settlement, if that's even allowed in the UK. No idea what happened there. I mean, apparently he was proven not guilty, and well, not guilty, yeah, like dropped charges because it was proven that he was not even in the country at the time. So who knows? Probably an ex that live off the grid type thing. I mean, that's scary. That is possible. But the woman also didn't say like, oh, it was. She actually said like that was not a person that I knew. Like I didn't know this person. This was a random attack. I do not know this person, and never seen him in my life. So yeah, like doesn't seem like she knew. And the guy, you know, the guy in front of her didn't knew the guy, the jogger, and no one really like could tell like who the fuck is this guy. But yeah. Nowadays, if he tried that again in the UK, he would face the guillotine. Would he? This was like, please don't say nowadays, because it feels like you're saying like, oh, well, 2017, that was like, an eternity ago. And so now you're old. Yes, I'm, 7 years older from 2017. Are there areas you could live off the grid in the UK? Maybe in the countryside? I don't know. Aside from some areas in Scotland, he'd have few places. Yeah, well, I mean, or he would have to leave the country, which brings us back to whatever his name is, Eric Belquist. But then again, like, he wasn't in the country to begin with. You know what? It would be... I was thinking, okay, if it was him, and I was saying, like, oh, it's such a weird theory that, oh, investment, why would an investment banker, like a successful person, like just do something like that in broad daylight? But at the same time, it could kind of make sense with the drugs or alcohol theory. Like, hey, investment banking, I'm pretty sure it's a very demanding job. It's a very stressful, demanding job. So yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people do turn to, well, I mean, at least alcohol, right? I'm pretty sure like they have some people who just turn to that to kind of, just relieve stress. And maybe that was, I mean, if that was him. Also, Shai, thank you so much for 5 gifted memberships. Congratulations to everyone. Congratulations. Welcome to the Even Angrier Mob. Would definitely be in am I the asshole? Oh yeah. Like, I don't know, nuclear asshole, like what? An American Psycho of London. Oh, seriously. London Psycho of London. English, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the Yeah, I mean, he was American, right? So I don't know, American Psycho of London. Sorry, I won't be able to watch the stream, but I enjoy everyone. Sunshine, thank you. Thank you. It's too bad you can't stay, but I hope you enjoyed at least a couple of minutes. But yeah, you are forgiven. Hey, forgiven. Shy forgiveness. And that is it. These are all the cases that I wanted to cover today. I'm sorry that it's a little bit shorter, but I'm gonna chat a little bit with you guys too. Oh yeah, that was crazy. 2017, 7 years ago. Let that sink in. Process a little bit more. 7 years. 20 years. Still, a stream is a stream. That's true. So I'm gonna try to stream a couple of times this week. There's gonna be some more scary videos this week. Maybe without the backstories, but just we're gonna watch some scary TikToks. Hopefully without fire alarm blasting in the middle of my stream. And then what else? I don't know if I can play some game like game. Probably not. I will try my best to cover 2 cases. So one on Patreon, one on YouTube. So there's gonna be two true crime streams or just cases on like both Patreon and YouTube. And there might be another, like one more stream. I might try some game. I might try something else. Maybe some scary stories. Maybe another one of those where I cover like, scary videos and stories behind them. What do you guys think? Like, did you guys actually enjoy? Did you guys actually enjoy this stream? I hope so. I hope you did. If you are a mid to early 90s kid, you understand. So yeah, tuna fish, damn fast. Oh yeah, tuna fish, I am speed. Tuna fish are like speed. Need for speed. Need for tuna. This was interesting. They are interesting. Okay, awesome. Are you gonna play that new Chill Out Arts game? Probably. Well, what's the new one? Because they have so many. Rain, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being a member for 18 months. Whoa. A year and a half. I enjoyed it. I'm glad. I'm glad you did, and thank you so much for being a member for so long. I am contractually obligated to say yes. It was very informative. Yes. My big sisters and my older brother are 90s kids, but I'm a 2000s kid. Well, it's crazy that kids born in 2000, like early 2000s Dude, kids born... Wait, hold up. Hold the fuck up, wait. Kids born in 2006 are now 18. Am I tripping? Is that right? That is correct, isn't it? Please tell me it's not. Please tell me that kids born in 2006 are like 4. And please tell me they're like, okay, max 10. Oh my god, I was born in 2004 and my crush is turning 18. Jesus Christ. Wait, so when you were born in 2000, you're 24 now. 2004, you're 20? Why? No! We're old, Sona. Old! We're old. We're... Okay. I need my afternoon nap. I need my senile nap. Oh no, to cope. I need to cope today. But yeah, I'm a 90s kid. So, hi. Hi, I'm getting old. It's okay. I'm gonna be aging with grace, with much grace. And I think we're all gonna be aging with grace, okay? 90s kids are the best kids. I graduated high school in 2004. No, please. Wait. Did I graduate high school? Wait. Oh, okay, I don't. Okay. Okay, I know now. It's not that bad. It's not horrible. Main in 1991. Hey! Good year. That's a good year. See? Good year. Any 90s year is a good year. time to plan for our retirement. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna ever retire. See, like I have an example from my grandfather. So my grandparents, vast difference between my grandmother and my grandfather. They are both still alive. I mean, hopefully for as long as, I mean, I live. Ideally, I would like them to be alive until, you know, I'm not alive. But yeah, there's a huge difference between my grandmother and my grandfather. My grandmother has become one with the couch, with the sofa, because she's just watching TV. And she literally like does not like to move. And she has a lot of kind of issues. My grandfather, on the other hand, he still goes out to the woods to chop down a whole fucking tree and bring it to the house to like chop it up and like warm the house and stuff. Yep, like the furnace, you know, for the furnace. He still does that. So, and he, by the way, he had cancer a couple of years ago and he's, you know, in remission and he's fine. Like he just, yeah. And he has no intention of like retiring. Like he still works. He still like part-time works. And obviously like he does stuff around the house, like a lot of construction stuff and yeah, like the wood, like the wood stuff and everything. My grandma is just, okay. Last time I went home, I told my grandma like, oh grandma, like because her friend, her neighbor, literally neighbors, like the next house over, she like the other lady, the neighbor, like she came over, right? Like she walked over to my grandma's house to visit her and they were having tea, everything good. And then she went back, right? And I told her, hey grandma, why don't you go visit your neighbor today? And she's like, well, I'm tired. Oh, it's far. I'm like, dude, like she walks over it's one house over. My grandma does not want to walk even like one house over. She's like, oh, it's cold today. My grandma, it's 24 degrees Celsius. It's pretty warm. It doesn't, the sun is, she's like, oh no, but it's gonna rain. It's gonna, oh, I see some clouds. I'm like, the sky is blue. The sky is blue. The clouds are white. The birds are chirping. The sun is great. You know, can you please go out? She's like, no, I'm okay. She's like, I walked enough in my 80 years of life. I'm gonna be one with the couch now. I'm not kidding. My grandma is just so she makes excuses. She makes so much excuses. So many. Social security and retirement will be non-existent by the time I'm old. Yeah, I see, like that's why I'm kind of seeing like, yes, you know, on one hand, oh, it would be nice to like retire and just, on the other hand, like I'm doing what I like. I'm doing what I like now. So like that's my job. Like this is my job. This is what I do. So like, oh, you know, like the graphics design and illustration, that's also what I do, but yeah, like streaming is what I do. So essentially like I'm doing what I like. So I don't think I'm ever gonna retire. Like I actually want to keep going until I physically cannot. I don't know, maybe if I lose my voice or something, but then I can have like, oh, maybe I can type and still turn it into AI voice and it's gonna be okay. Zeus will hate you, Sona. Will they hate me? Really? I guess, yeah, like they will probably hate me. Yeah, probably. That's the Polish press, I guess. I wish my grandparents were still alive, but my grandfather on my mom's side, he wanted nothing to do with my... Oh, I'm so sorry. And she was cool with it because all she wanted was her mother. Well, my grandparents on my father's side are not here anymore. But yeah, my mom's parents are still here. Yeah, Sona for 30 more years. I mean, 30 or more, 30 plus. Listen, I'm gonna be 105 and I'll be like, so, let me tell you a story about the past century. How life was in the past century. We're gonna be crotcheting together. We're gonna be like Yeah, I'm gonna be making like sweaters and talking about true crime. Just true crime and crotcheting. Sona is forever. Sona is not a VTuber. Sona is not a person. It's a state of mind, okay? Sona is a state of mind. Alright, you guys. More fun facts? Sure, why not? Oh, I actually do have a pretty fun one. Wait, I do have a funny one. Okay. Let me just read you this. So, when Steve Jobs, you know who Steve Jobs is, I assume, accused Bill Gates of stealing from Apple, Gates said, quote, "I think it's more like we both had this rich neighbor named Xerox, and I broke into his house to steal the TV set and found out that you had already stolen it." End quote. It's like from Princess Bride. You're trying to take what I've rightfully stolen. Inconceivable. That's pretty... so sad. Steve Jobs died of... Come on. No, I'm pretty sure Steve Jobs died of pancreatic cancer. Come on now. That is pretty fun. You can't take that. I stole it already. Princess Bride forever. See, this is how I know I'm old. Princess Bride. Also, another fun fact. Humans and dogs first became best friends 30,000 years ago, scientists believe. So 30,000 years ago, there was this wolf and there was this human, and human was just sitting there like, I don't know, munching on something. And the wolf just like, da, 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 da. What you up to? What you have there? Oh, I have some food. Do you want some? Sure. And then status change. Wolf to dog. It just shifts like in the, I don't know, MMORPG just shifts and like, oh, you can name him now. Name your Pokemon. 30,000 years ago. Enjoy. What else? What else can I tell you? An average person will spend 26 years asleep. So just so you know, out of your whole life, 26 years, you're not conscious. There's proof we domesticated cats 20,000 years ago. They found a man and cat skeleton in a grave. So here's the proof, because we domesticated dogs 30,000 years ago. So dog is man's best friend, not a cat. Well, I mean, cats is a man's best boss. Best owner. I don't know. Best employer. Best and worst employer. What else? African gray parrots have vocabularies of over 200 words. So if you really tried very hard, this parrot can insult you in 200 different ways. I'm pretty sure people tried this, but African gray parrots, they can chat. They can stick it to you. Okay, you guys. That is it. Oh, right. Rainbows are actually circular. So yeah, like we usually see only, I mean, you guys probably know this, but we usually see only half of the full circle because the horizon obviously blocks the other half. So sometimes there are those videos where people filmed the rainbow being kind of like, oh, instead of like just half, oh, the angle of the optical illusion is light illusion, right? Like it's actually the full circle, and people are like, amazed, like, oh wow, what is this? Why is this rainbow like this? The rainbow is always like this. It's a flare. So yeah, it's a circle. What else? Oh yeah, penicillin. I mean, that story is pretty common, like you guys probably know, but penicillin was first discovered accidentally in 1928, and by accident, it was discovered by accident, and then now it is the most widely used antibiotic globally. But don't overdo it with antibiotics. You might actually hurt yourself pretty badly. You might actually get fungal infection in your gut. If you take too many like antibiotics, you could actually get like, oh, if you take antibiotics for a prolonged period of time, one, you could get fungal infection in your gut because antibiotics are gonna attack the good bacteria, the bad bacteria, but also the good bacteria in your gut. So that's one. And 2, you could get the C. diff infection from what I remember. The full name of C. diff, because I never remember this, but it's pretty bad. Wait. Difficile. C. difficile. Not a fun infection. Never had it, not a fun infection. I know it because I know random shit. She's 105. I am 105. You will become the clicker in The Last of Us. Yay. The British Empire had about 25% of the world. Damn. Damn. Wait, that's a lot. It was spliced with elephant and mammoth DNA. What? Wait, hold up. There is currently a mammoth in gestation. They will be... Why would they revive a mammoth? Don't. Let them rest in peace. Let them just be happy. Be happy dead. The actual term for bears is lost to time. What? Are you serious? The fun guy. Ain't a fun guy. Fungal infection. Jurassic Park all over again. Jesus guys. It starts with a mammoth. It's gonna end with velociraptors and T-Rexes and Kong versus Godzilla. No, wait. The newest movie is not Godzilla versus Kong. It's Godzilla and Kong team up because we were never enemies. I don't know. And we're fighting other gorillas from from inside of the Earth's crust. Oh yeah, and King Kong gets like a transformer arm, apparently. You could really see the you should really watch the trailer. It's so stupid that actually Critical Drinker said that yeah, the movie is even worse than the trailer, so you know it's good. Kong kiss is good. Godzilla and Kong, the whole movie was them. Wait, are you kidding me? Because I haven't seen it. I'm just wait. Are you pulling my leg? Is this true? It's a doujinshi where they hook up Godzilla. Why? Why? It's so stupid. Oh my god, they should really stop with the. Soon they will realize we can rule the world. Did you guys? I mean, Godzilla is already like... Okay. Also, wait, I was gonna say something. I was talking to my friend and we were talking about this movie and she said something about like Godzilla. Why didn't Godzilla like... Oh, because, you know, Godzilla needs to charge on nuclear power, right? Like, oh, it's kind of nuclear blast, essentially. And there was like this movie which apparently kind of one of the Godzilla movies that apparently happens when the Fukushima, like the nuclear incident happened. So my friend was just like, why didn't they get Godzilla to just like, take that? As in like the malfunctioning nuclear power plant. Something like that. I think it was kind of like, oh, just timelines just matched or something. Speaking of Godzilla, have you seen that fan film of Godzilla versus Doomslayer? What? No. Have you seen the channel called Owl Kitty? With Jurassic Park trailer where the T-Rex is actually a cat? Or they replaced like the everything with this like black cat. Like they did like Titanic, and instead of Rose, it's a cat. they did Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, and it's the cat instead of the dinosaurs. So Mothra is great, okay? Mothra and Godzilla forever. Mothra and Godzilla forever. They are in love, okay? I am shipping this pairing, and no one will convince me otherwise because this is the best couple ever. Still better love story than a Twilight movie. Ghidorah. No, Ghidorah was an asshole. But Mothra is great. Love that cat, yeah. Titanic. So what? So what if Mothra is a bug? So what? They just defy the social, I don't know, like social, what is a good word? I'm looking for a word. Fuck, I forgot the word. Wait. Social norms. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. Mothra and Godzilla just defy social norms and they transcend social stigma, okay? They just want to be together. They just want to be in love. Does Mothman and Mothra hook up in the... No. Mothman is a lone star, okay? Mothman is a lone star tick. He's alone. He works alone. Sona is biased to moths. She likes both Mothra and Mothra. I like them both. I just don't like them together. Because Mothman is mine and also Mothra has... Don't paint Mothra as a traitor, you know? She wouldn't cheat on Godzilla. She's not that kind of a moth. Okay. Did you see the Power Rangers but with cats? No, I haven't. I have to watch that. Oh my god. Okay. You guys. Does Mothman have lips? He doesn't have a head. He just has eyes. No, he doesn't. Moth cheeks. Okay. You guys, Owl Kitty. I highly recommend it. Highly recommended channel. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I think this is it. I have to pass out. I didn't sleep at night because of that stupid fire alarm. So I'm gonna pass out for a couple of hours. And here's his eyelids. I would if I could. But the statue was a little too tall and I didn't want to climb on it. Could have kissed the cheeks, but there were too many people around. And I think that's a very intimate act, so I'm gonna save that for another day. Mothra is a queen and she's a hero. That's why I like Mothra. Mothra is it's a very nice Mothra. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I am yeah, but anyway, thank you so much. I'm gonna post some, like, the schedule sometime today, like after the stream. I'm just gonna figure out like where to put different streams, and I will see you guys next time. So stay safe out there. I forgot my outro. Listen, a lot happened last night. I forgot my outro. I'm having a brain glitch. Brain not braining today. Stay safe out there. Always lock your doors and windows. Bear your haxes. Until the next time. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Where's my... Wait. Okay. A stream ending, I think. Bye.